In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to set up a trailing stop loss order for the Thinkorswim platform on options. And I will actually briefly go over some other advanced orders that you can set up for options as well. So setting up a trailing stop loss order or any advanced order type with options is pretty much almost the exact same as when you're doing it with shares. And so here we are looking at SPY, and here's an options chain. And just to set up a trailing stop loss order, a really easy way to do it is just go to buy custom and then do buy custom with stop. So this is actually how you can set up like buying a call with a stop loss or a stop limit or even an OCO bracket. They already have those in there for you. But if you want to do a trailing stop loss, this is one way to set it up. You do the stop order, and then you just go to the order type and click on that, and that'll give you all the different order types you want. So if you want to set that to a trailing stop, you can change that there, and then we could say we want a 50-cent trailing stop on this option. And so this doesn't go with 50 cents from the share price that you got in or the relatively share price that you bought in when you bought the option. It is from the option price. So if the price of the option goes down 50 cents, this will stop you out. It doesn't have to do anything with the actual stock price in the market. And then from here, you can change these up to how you want. You can set this up to good till cancel. You probably want to do that if you want to set this trailing stop to go on for more than one day, if it's a longer trade. And then just confirm and send, and we can send that into the system and then hopefully get filled. And you want to go to the strike price or the option that you have and right click on that and then do copy down here. And what this does is this is the exact option and just the address that is situated with the option. So copy that, and then we'll actually go to chart and then go to where you put tickers in, and you just paste that in. And then that will bring us up actually a chart of the price of that option. And so you can see over here that option was about 270 when we got in, and you can see over the course of a day, this is a 5-minute chart now. You can see over the course of, this is just today, this is the day before, day after that, and you can see how the price of this option has changed. And then on the chart here, you can now see our trailing stop loss. And so this is how you actually see this. And you can't click and drag it here, but you can right click and then go replace order or edit it from here. Now that was kind of a quick way to set up the trailing stop. If you do want to just go and make one normally, you would do buy single, and then you would actually want to change down here. You would go to advanced order, and then you would do first trigger sequence or first triggers all. It won't make a huge difference for this setup right here. If you want to learn more about these, I do have a video on that about advanced order types in Thinkorswim that talks about all these and how they work. But for this setup, the first trigger sequence or the first triggers all will work. We'll just go with sequence, and then from here we would just want to add the opposite of that order. So we did the 97.5, so we'd want to then click sell single, and that'll put that down here. And then we don't want this to just be a limit order, we want this to be a trailing stop. So we'll go and change that to a trailing stop, and then that'll bring up this normal setup. We can then change that to 50 cents again, and then set this up to good till cancel. Now you won't need to change any of these other things unless you want to, but it will set up and work how we have it right now. And then from there you can just go confirm and send, and that'll put that in the system as well. Now one thing actually I can go over real quick too, which is really useful because they have these pre-saved ones right here. If you do use trailing stops quite often, we'll just set this up to trailing stop again, and let's just put it at $1 to make it easy. This will be a $1 trailing stop, and if that's what we kind of always trade with, we can save it. So we can go to save custom order template, and that'll bring up a custom order that we can then save. So if we go here and just type in $1 trailing stop, that will then help us get to this a lot easier. So now that we've saved that, I can just go right click, buy or sell custom, and it will do $1 trailing stop there now. And so you can make a lot of different orders like that if you want to have more of a custom setup. And then the last that might be used quite frequently too is an actual OCO bracket. And so that would just be, they already have that set up for us. So if you wanted to do just buy a call with an OCO bracket as protection, you can set that up. So it looks like it automatically does just $1 on each side, and then change these till good till cancel. You pretty much always want to do that and then just send that in. So that's really easy to do because that's already set up for you, which is really nice, because manually creating those orders can be kind of a pain. And then if we want to just go check this out, look, go and copy the option and then go to the chart again, paste that in, and we can now see our bracket here. And again, you can scroll back and see kind of how the option has fared over the last few days, which can be really kind of interesting to see. So if we go to the actual chart of the SPY, not the options chain or the option chart, we can still see all these as orders on here. Now, they aren't super accurate though, so take these numbers that they're at as a grain of salt, because the system doesn't know the exact price that the option will be when it gets to a certain actual share price. And so these will shift as the price moves around and as time goes on. But it is saying that, okay, roughly if you get about up here, this is where this limit order will get filled. And then roughly about at these levels, this is where these stops or trailing stops will get filled. So it can be a really nice way to kind of visualize that and kind of get an idea. But just because options are kind of complicated and take a lot of variables into how they are priced, it's not as easy as just a certain share price that these will close at. So just keep that in mind when you are looking at the actual share price of the stock or market you are trading compared to the actual options chart. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. I hope you found it useful in setting up more advanced order types with options. Now, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me or comment in the comments below. And if you liked any of this content and you want to see more, make sure to subscribe to the channel.